Hello guys and welcome to tonight's racing action here on my channel. Now this is my channel. I do apologise if you are wondering why it's on this channel, but basically it's on this channel tonight because I couldn't connect to the Gavra channel for a second week in a row, which is annoying. But we're here tonight at Spa-Francorchamps, that's how they say it, for the final round of the Ginetta Evolution Series. What a series it's been. What a championship it's been as well. And to everyone who is here, it is my privilege to, of course, comment on this. And we have to say thanks to everyone who has let us do this tonight. Here we are then. Just before we do get into this, everybody, hopefully you are all okay as well. And we are here alongside me as always, but you probably don't know on my channel anyway, is Ethan or Didux.
Thank you very much, James. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, the rest of the world, wherever you are, and welcome to Spa-Francorchamps, where we have the final round here, the championship deciding round between Lonnie and Dalavan, and it's going to be a mad one. It's been a back and forth season so far between them two drivers. In the third leg of the season, Dalavan won every single race, which was our Grave, Nürburgring, Red Bull Ring and Bruno. But with this fourth leg, Lonnie has won all three of the rounds so far. This is the fourth round, but he's won Fuji, he's won Le Mans, he's won Silverstone. So he at the moment has got the, as you would call it, morale boost going into this round. You know, he's confident with this car, and he's done really, really well with it. I have managed to do a little bit of calculation, and if I don't mind if I just say James. So these are the current standings. If Dalavan wins, Lonnie would need to finish fourth to just clinch the title by 2 points. If he finishes fifth, Dalavan will win the championship. The minimum that Dalavan has to do, so the minimum that Dalavan can do is fifth place, but that must mean that Lonnie must retire. So if Dalavan finishes fifth and Lonnie does DNF from this Spa-Francorchamps race, he will become world champion. Dalavan will be. So all to play for, James, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, it is all to play for tonight. Should be a very good race. Silverstone was a really good race last week as well. The people who watched it said it was really good. The podcast that we have at the end of the week said it was one of the best races of the week.
That's very true.
So it's just coming to show you that this championship now is getting to the final round, and everyone's trying their hardest now to do the best they can.
They really are, and it's just, we're getting to that point where, well, you see many more views on everything. It's a bit like a Formula 1 World Championship, you know, it's going to go into the final round. Let's say it was 2014 between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton. Everyone's looking forward to see who will finish where and who will become world champion. And for Lonnie and Dalavan, both of them want to win this championship, the Gavra Racing Ginetta Evolution Series. They want to win that championship. They want to have that on their name right next to them. So they're going to want that very, very badly. So each one of them going to be heading into this race with a lot of practice, I hope. I don't want them just having about a 5-minute practice. They must be properly practicing for this, but yeah, it's just all guessing now. I don't know. Don't know what, James, you are going to go for this? Who do you think will be the one? Oh, as Duke Martin has a little bit of spin there.
Can we just have the map up, if that's alright? Just
yes,
the map.
So who do you think will be the person who will become out of this champion of Gavra Racing in the Ginetta Evolution Series?
Well, back to what you're saying, you wanted loads of practice tonight. They had a practice set, if you didn't know, they had a practice session at 6 o'clock tonight, so they had an hour to practice. About an hour and a half to practice tonight. So a long time. So a long time to practice, and I think it's going to be really good tonight. I think we're going to see it down to the wire. If it's anything like Silverstone, if this is anything like Silverstone, everybody, Pep Biv, oh, my goodness. If you ever want a good thing, Pep Biv did really well last time, so well done to him. That's why I'm saying that to him. But Beza, by the way, who is leading right now on the timings with a 2:09. What a start at Silverstone. If you didn't watch the start, go back and watch it, because Beza literally from, I think it was like 3rd or 4th on the grid, stormed into the lead of the race and had a 15-second lead for loads of the race, and then it closed it down, Lonnie did. So I think because Lonnie showed us in Silverstone, right, how he can close gaps down and how he can make it so tight to another car, that I think it will be Lonnie will do well tonight. But don't discount, as we're going to say this now, Dalavan, because he can do well as well. So I think just be careful of them two. But we have 3 minutes to go this session. But as I'm going to say, well done, Lonnie. I think you've won the championship already. But I'm not going to be counting anyone out.
Yes, I mean, it's just all to play for going to this final round here. Lonnie is it looks like he's very experienced with this car and has got quite a lot of skill, because he has won all the 3 rounds that we've been in this car, which has been Fuji, Le Mans and Silverstone. But then you see Dalavan, he's also quite good in this car. You know, he's got a 2nd place, a 3rd place and another 2nd place in those 3 rounds, so he's definitely right on the back of Lonnie heading into Spa-Francorchamps. Obviously this is a much different track than Silverstone, Le Mans and Fuji. But it all depends on what the drivers can do on the day, and today it's going to be a real tough decision for them what they can do. We're just going to see Lonnie going to cross the line right now, see if he can set a time. Lonnie only goes into 4th at the moment. I don't think they're pushing too much at the moment. Beza in the lead at the moment, 2:09.3 as he exits the pit lane at the moment. You can see him right there.
But it's just to say, if you've got to look at this, you weren't here in Le Mans, right? But you've got to look at Le Mans, and that race was so close to the line. Lonnie Marquez made a mistake, right, near the end of the race, meaning that he wasn't going to win the race, right? Lonnie slowed down enough so Marquez could catch back up to try and pass him. And then at the line, Lonnie just got across the line and won it. So. Yeah. It was really close at the end. It was between Lonnie and Marquez. I think it was either or. I can't quite remember now because we've already had a round since then. But Lonnie and Marquez had the chance to one of them two to win, and then did one, and then Lonnie won it. So just shows there. Hello, Chef in the chat, by the way. Hello, welcome tonight as well.
I think that's why these series are always quite good, because it all just comes down to driver skill instead of the car performance. You may be seeing Formula 1, Mercedes right at the top, and it's a bit boring. But when you come to a series where it's literally just down to driver's skill, it's a little more fun and intuitive. That's why some people like Formula 2, because that's literally just based on your own driver's skill.
It is, and you've got to look at it as well in this championship, as I say, because you haven't been here for a couple of rounds now, because of internet problems and a few other nights you couldn't do stuff. But it's been really good to see in this car particular, because you probably. How easy it is to make mistakes. I'm going to give the driver now a mention. GJDM had so many mistakes at Le Mans, right? He spun it about. I'm not going to make anything about him here, because I'm praising him here. By the way, everybody, if you're wondering, I'm not going to slay to him. He had 3 spins. He had 2 crashes into the wall. One of them where he lost a wheel, and he still managed to at least finish the race. So you've got to give credit to him, because I know it's not an important thing to say. He crashed and then went into the pit lane, but still he managed to finish the race. So
let's look at that. Well, with practice complete here at Spa, Lonnie does go fastest with 1 minute, with a 2:09.0. Beza only about 2 or 3 tenths behind, with following by the absolutely brilliant Boston Row in that gorgeous livery. I think that's my preferred NMP livery. I don't know about you, James, but that's quite a nice livery.
Yeah, it is a very nice livery.
But we're going to head into now a 10-minute qualifying session, and then we'll be heading into the championship deciding 1 hour and 20 minutes race. It's going to be nice and chillax, but obviously not for Lonnie and Dalavan here today. Dalavan maybe on the back foot, maybe Lonnie's on the back foot, as we've discussed, me and James. Lonnie's looking like the preferred driver in the LMB3 class with this evolution of cars. I think that's what's made this championship so different, if you know what I mean. Because every single leg we have a different car. We have GT5s, GT4s, GT3s, and now we've got the LMP3s, or was it 2s? I can't remember now. But yeah, it's been quite good, I think.
It has. It has been really good. Today we've had GT3s, GT4s, GT5s and LMP3s, so it's been a really good championship, as we say.
Yep, it's been a very good championship. I believe we just had someone disconnected, unfortunately. I just saw the positions go down. I don't know who is still going around the track at the moment. Roberto, I think he should have crossed the line. Yep, he is now in the pit lane. Duke Martin 06 is just going around the first sector at the moment.
Dunlop's just crossed the line, by the way, so there you go. And there's it.
Dunlop's there you go. Practice session over here at Spa-Francorchamps. The Gavra Racing Ginetta Evolution season finale. Lonnie finishing out in first place with a 2-minute 9.0. Beza only 3/10 followed behind. Boston Rowe 9/10. And if we ever look down to Lonnie's championship rival for this race, he's all the way down to 7th, about 2.1 seconds behind Lonnie, so he's got it all to play for now. But we do head into a very nice 10-minute qualifying session, and then we'll follow to the race. Pet Bib, who has been organising this league, so thank you very much to him for everything that he's done for this season. The Gavra Ginetta Evolution Series done very, very well with that, so thank you very much to him. As we see Marco, the first out on track, heading up El Rouge and then Radion. It's a lovely corner, that, absolutely beautiful. But
is it going to be? I'm going to ask you the question. Would it be flat out up there, or would you take it slower up El Rouge and then into Radion?
Depends if you got qualifying. Is it qualifying spec or is it race spec?
For qualifying, right? Would you go quick up El Rouge into Radion, or would you go slow up El Rouge and then quicker out of Radion?
I'll go quick up El Rouge. I would. What would you do?
Well, in the F1 game, right? I brake a tiny bit, then keep going, and then in this game I brake as well and go up. So I do brake and then go up it. So Flip's here tonight, saying hello guys, good evening. You can do it, Lonnie. And then Jukebox says, going to be a great race. Love Spa.
Yes, it's an absolutely lovely track.
There we go.
To watch in real life and to watch on this game.
And then we have a question we can answer in the race when the race gets boring. So I've already got a question to answer.
Great. So we're just going to ride on board for a lap here with. Do you want to hit this or should I take this?
You can take this one because I'm going to quickly go and just quickly get a drink. So back in a second then.
Okay. So Spa-Francorchamps, we're heading through the final few corners here in Belgium. Absolutely beautiful track, hosting many different championships such as WEC for the 12 hours of Spa, and Formula 1 is probably the most talked about one. So we're just going across the start-finish line and heading down to turn 1 of La Source. Quite difficult braking because the first corner is a little bit lower than the left-hand side of the track, so it's pretty difficult to get traction out there. And you don't want to be too much on the curb at the moment because you're going to lose traction because the floor is going to be bottoming out, heading up to El Rouge of turn 3, little kink to the right, little kink to the left. It will be Radion. That's already 5 corners going up there. Heading down the straight, the Camel Straight. It's quite a lot straight. It's very much a overtaking situation headed down into turn number 7 of Lake Holmes. Of turn 7, this is turn 8, heading up towards turn 9 of this right-handed, heading down this little straightaway. Not too much overtaking opportunity going down to here as this corner is a little bit off camber of turn 10. As your rear end will step out, try to step out a little bit as turn 11, the left-hander. You want to get as much power as possible because next corner will be Puon, and in an F1 car you're going around about 170 miles an hour through here. But in these cars you're going a little bit slow because the downforce levels aren't as high as a Formula 1 car. But after Puon, you've got a few more twisting corners. You've got the right-hander here and left-hander here up turn 13 and 14. And then heading down to Stublatz, turn 15. And then it's important to get a good traction corner up here because this is a very long straight after turn 16. And then just heading down towards here, you know, the cars are going to be a slipstream down here, so when they go up to the bus stop chicane, as they're just heading through Blanchamont now, it's going to be a pretty decent overtaking opportunity to go down the inside as we head down to the bus stop chicane, and that will be a lap of Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium as he just comes across the straight and to the finish line. Look, a few comments. I was cheering for Pets, forgot how fast Lonnie is. He is quite fast as Marco sets a 2-minute. Oh, and we haven't seen that before in the Gavra, but we've actually got the exact same time between Lonnie and Marco. So the two teammates have got a trick up their sleeve. As you probably know, Lonnie and Marco are both teammates, and I don't know if that is, I've never seen that before. Both teammates have set the exact same lap time. I don't know about you, James, but I most definitely haven't. Just say they have also rounded out the championship for the constructors, so they don't need to worry about this anymore. Marco will probably be helping out his teammate trying to get the championship here, as Marco is out of the championship fight, was out, I believe, at Le Mans. I don't know if that's you, James, back. No, I do not believe he is back just yet. But feel free to ask us a little bit of questions. But yeah, as I see Jukebox in the chat, hello Jukebox. Hope you're doing all okay. Final round here, about 4 minutes left in the qualifying session here today. Lonnie is going to go for another lap in his championship fights this season. And I believe James is back now. Great. I don't know if you've seen this, James, before, but two teammates have set the exact same lap time.
Nope, never seen that before. I've always seen it where it's a tiny bit away.
But I don't know what's happening there, because Marco set his lap time first, and I believe if you set lap time first, you get the better position, but looks like Lonnie's just snatched it.
It could be alphabetical order then.
That's what it's looking like. But about 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the qualifying session here today, going for the bus stop chicane. Lonnie is going to put in, hopefully, a new lap time to beat that lap time of a 2-minute 9.5. As he comes across the line, he does set a better lap time of a 2-minute 9.149. About 4 tenths quicker than Marco and his previous lap time. So, doing well so far, Lonnie is. He's keeping up in pole position. Dalavan down in 7th at the moment. He is struggling for pace. You saw it in practice. About 3.5 seconds behind his championship rival, and he's going to want to be closer heading into this because he is in the championship fight here today and wants to be crowned the Gavra Ginetta Evolution champion. As he comes across the line, he moves up into 6th place, improving his time to a 2-minute. So 2-minute 11.692, about 2.5 seconds away from Lonnie. Most drivers in the pits now, and I don't believe, yes they can't start another lap, so the drivers out now are going to be pushing as fast as possible. Lonnie is currently going through the second sector, heading up to Puon, turn 12. Car just looks fast and sticky through that corner, looks absolutely brilliant.
It does look brilliant.
Really is trying to attack these corners like he wants this championship.
How fast are they actually going? If you just have to thing up.
He's going about 90 miles an hour going through turn 15 and didn't lift through turn 16, so he's obviously got quite a lot of downforce on, which is good.
To 150?
Yeah, 160 miles an hour going down, going through Blanchimont and then heading up to bus stop chicane. He's going to be able to do another lap here. I think he's just got about enough fuel to do another lap, and to see if he can improve on his time. He is lighter on fuel. Obviously the tyres will be wearing just a little bit, but I reckon they can go a few more laps. He does go faster and sets a new fastest lap, and then goes into the pit lane and goes about 0.3 quicker to a 2:08.8. So he's doing really well already. Donovan's out on the track at the moment. He's got enough fuel to do one more lap. Don't believe he's going to have enough time to do one more. Yeah, he will have enough time to do one more lap. I thought it was way down the third sector, but he's going to come across the line, hopefully improve his time to get further up ahead of Lonnie. But I will repeat the championship standings shortly. Donovan improves his time by about 0.5 there, but goes straight into the pit lane and stays in 6th.
Yeah, just to say to you, Jukebox, you are correct. It is a V8 inside the car. So, yeah.
I thought it was a V6, to be honest with you.
It's a V8. It is a V8. I just looked online. So if I am sounding different now, I do apologise if I'm sounding a little bit different. A bit of, yeah. I'm not going to go too much gore into it, but basically, you know, one of my gums, a bit of skin comes off one of my gums, so it's very sore. But just to tell you, it's a Nissan VK56 V8 engine. Top speed is 290 kilometers an hour. It's a 5 litre capacity engine. Maximum horsepower of 450 PS. And weight is 950 kilograms. So there you go.
Thank you very much, James. And as Jukebox says, that's a lot of motor for such a light car. Yes, it is. But obviously, it's got. I think you'll have a lot of drag on the car because of the aerodynamic performances, especially on the front of the car. So you probably need quite a lot of power to get where it needs to be. Is that David? Yes, it is David. Is improving his time by about 0.7. So it looks like we'll have to see what he can set in the final few moments of this qualifying session. It has been completed. Lonnie is currently first place. Let's see if David can maybe challenge that. Marco is in third place. Donovan's race isn't going well so far, as he's all the way down in 7th place and in the pit lane. Ooh, as David throws it all away in the final corner. Looks like he just locked up that rear and couldn't do anything about it.
Marky's in third here, still on a lap, so that should be good. But just quick to ask, Jack Williams, sorry, just to put in, says, should be a fun race tonight. What are your predictions tonight?
It's going to be a difficult race, as you say. Marco, just going for the final chicane. Went across Marco quite aggressively. Let's just see if he can prove his time. No, he doesn't. My predictions for tonight: Lonnie finishing in first place with Davalum going up the grid, hopefully. But we'll go through that just in a second as we just have a look at the qualifying stats with Lonnie in first place by about 0.5 more qualifying session he's had. He's been on pole position a few times this season in the Gavra Racing Genesis Evolution Series. Second place Beza and third place Marco. David in 4th, Bostero in 5th, Roberto in 6th, 7th Dalavan, the championship rival for Lonnie going into this round. 8th GJDM, 9th Juman, 10th McBib. That's what we have time for. Yeah, should be a fun race. I think Lonnie will pull away. You know, he's got a lot of confidence in his car. What do you think your predictions are for today, James?
Well, if Beza does anything like he did last round, he will basically get a really good start. I think Beza maybe will be doing really well. I think it's going to be between Lonnie and Dalavan, for Lonnie and Marquez for the win. Dalavan probably battling for third with Bez and Boston Row. I'll go with that.
Fair enough.
Tonight.
We'll have to see if that's right at the end of the race.
But yeah, just to announce, sorry, I know I shouldn't be butting in, but I'm going to for a second. We already know that Lonnie and Marquis have won the championship for the team championship. So
yes,
HLB Racing have won it, which is Lonnie and Marquis. So well done to them; they've won the championship. For of course, that. But in the actual as we say here, that is the battle there. But just to announce as well, Make and Akagram's not here tonight, but Make will, if he can just finish, will beat Akagram in the championship. He will. And just to give you another one for you, is Dunlop here. Dunlop Swede in 13th, and Pep and GJDM are 7 points away from each other, so that is another one to look out for as well, down in the back end of 14th and 13th in the championship there. Other than that, it's all fine.
Just go through the championship. So if Donovan wins the race, which isn't looking too likely from the qualifying and the practice times, Lonnie will have to finish in 4th to clinch the title by 2 points. But if Lonnie DNFs, Donovan have to finish 5th, as we're going to go wait. The red lights are on, it's green, and Lonnie gets away with very well. Bezos is almost there. Marco is trying to challenge up towards 2nd place. He's in the slipstream behind. Bezos a little bit wide going for that corner, gets on the curb and gets a nice bit of traction going out of turn 1. If you look further back, we've seen no incidents currently. Heading up towards El Rouge, and Lonnie is in first. Bezos right on the back, right on the gearbox of Lonnie right there, and heading up El Rouge. A little bit twisty going through, but then I thought they were going to have a little bit of a crash there, but luckily they didn't. Going down the Kemmel straight here, Bezos is going to try and have a look for a move. As you can see, his teammate Marco is in the background, and Bezos got into the lead of the race with Lonnie in 2nd now. Oh, and he's outbraked himself there, and he's gone onto the escape road and completely battered the inside curb. Marco and Bezos. Oh, and there's a huge crash in the back there. As you see Boston Road going all the way up, and Bezos getting a little bit of attack from Bull. And we've got Marco, I think that's spinning again. Where is he?
He's last now.
Yeah, but he's last place, and I couldn't even switch. I kept on trying to go down to him, but gets on switching. So Marco hasn't had a good start from the race today. The other incident looks like one of the monster cars got a bit of an issue with it. Maybe a suspension damage. You can see the lights are out on it. David has moved to 2nd place now. Boston Row is up into 3rd place, so good championship points for that team.
Into the wall, there goes Beza. Oh, I think that's Beza, is it? I think it is. Yeah, he's retired. Beza's retired.
Beza has retired.
Wow.
That's not too great. So we've had a great start for this Grand Prix. Probably not great for the drivers, but actually great for us commentators. As we just go and have a look at Matt Babe right here. He's getting a little bit of a challenge from behind of Dolly Gavra. I don't think I've heard of him for this season, so it must be a replacement driver. The slipstream there.
Yeah, he's. I think he's. What's his name? I think he's the driver for. He's coming for the last little bit, and he's the academy as well. He does, and he's replacing, I think, Planet. Back to the Planet.
As we see David into the pits now, I think he might have suspension damage. I did see his car go a little bit sideways into the pit lane, so it looks like he's got suspension damage.
Just a second, we have the map on, and that's all we need. We don't need anything else on, just the map. We'll be fine.
Yep, I'll turn on that. So yeah, Beza has disconnected from the session, so he has retired. So that's DNF. I don't know why he's gone for the pit lane and done nothing, but now that was weird. David is now into 10th place, so he hasn't had a too great start of the race here today. Maybe he got a drive-through penalty, but I don't actually know. But we'll have to wait and see. Lonnie is currently the fastest driver on the grid, who is currently in 1st place. He leads the race by about nearly 4 seconds now to Boston Road. We'll just have a look at Roberta, who's going to try and have a look maybe on attacking the front driver of Boston Row.
I think it's David's 2nd race today. Okay.
Davis second place.
Yeah, then Jukebox says Dolly is one of Fanta's friends, good guy. So there you go. Now I knew.
Yes, he's a good driver.
Yeah, he's all right. He's not bad in this league. He hasn't put in like stellar performances, but consistent ones. So that's all I can say there. As GJDM, I think, is about to come to the pit lane any second now, so he'll be right at the back.
Yeah, he's going to be right at the back. I think he had suspension damage on the first lap, so that is him out of the race here today, I believe, via contention of trying to get a podium or the win here today. So he'll be right at the back of the grid, and people will be lapping him soon. I think Lonnie's going to come up towards him very, very shortly and lap him.
No, we've just got to the pit lane now, so I don't think Lonnie will, but he might do in a couple of laps.
Yeah, maybe about 4, 5, maybe even 6 laps time he might do. Maybe about 12 minutes time. But we have a look a little bit at the mid-pack at the moment. We have a little bit of a battle going on back here, but not too much at the moment. No one's really too close. Everyone's spaced out a little bit. Obviously this track's a little bit more focused on aerodynamics, and people being behind each other get a little bit dirtier, and it is pretty difficult. Lonnie is currently setting the pace with a 2-minute 11.8, faster than anyone by about, I believe it's about 4/10 at the moment. To closest Boston Rowan is leading this race by about 5.5 seconds, so great start for him. Obviously got a little bit of argy-bargy at the start of the race with, who was it? It was Beza, and between his teammate Marco, and unfortunately Marco's fallen down the grid, and Beza retired and disconnected. So already, James, has been quite an interesting race here today.
It has indeed. It's been well, I've only literally on lap 3, so it's been a very interesting first couple of laps. It has here. It
really has.
It's what I expected. I think it's like it happened. I think with loads of rounds in Le Mans. It happened as well. We had like a really good first 5 or 6 laps battling away consistently, really well battling, and I really did enjoy it. So hopefully today we get the same. We do have battles in the midfield, of course. Not big battles because they're not close to each other, but the closest battle in the mid-pack, if you wanted to get a mid-pack battle right now, is between 3rd and 4th. Well, that's not mid-pack, but 3rd and 4th are close, but this one's the closest, Make and Dolly, of course. But yeah, it's weird, this championship, because it's none of the fault of the drivers, by the way. It's no driver's fault. It's just that when it comes to pit stops, you pit and then you just spread out because, oh, you pitted now, let's all spread out, because one pits and then the rest just fly around. So, but I'll ask you the question, because you haven't been here with the LMPs, I don't think, for any of the rounds.
I believe I was here for Fuji. I believe.
Okay, yeah, right, okay, but that was 2 hours, so you haven't been here for only an hour and 20 minutes. When do you think we're going to get pit stops? Because, by the way, just tell you, everyone pits in the races, just to say. They don't have to, by the way, but they do.
I think it'd be faster to go for, half and half, so have the fuel to reach half distance, and have the fuel to reach half distance, and have the tyres to reach that amount. So that'll be probably the fastest, but some people will go for, I want to be slow in the starts. That means, I've got everyone's slipstream, I've got enough grip to keep with them. So I'm going to start with more fuel, I'm going to have harder tyres, and then right at the end I'm going to have less fuel and soft tyres. That's what some people will do, but not many people will do that, because it's just such a risky strategy, because you can really fall back. People will pit stop while you are still out on the track with old tyres and a lot less fuel than that. So it's kind of, which one do you play for? Do you go for the safe one that is most likely going to work, or do you go for the risky one that's probably not going to work? It's just like, what do you do?
Yeah, it's what you do, really. I think it was Silverstone last round we had some pit. Well, I think it was the pit stops which were make and break the race. Like here, it makes and breaks the race. I'll tell you that, because you need a good pit stop. So for me personally, look at half race distance. So Oh, before we do, mate goes a little bit wide.
Dolly's gone through.
Yep.
I don't know if it was let through, I don't know.
No, he went a little bit wide. I can see it on the grass, like a little bit of dirt on the grass. So it was a tiny bit wide, maybe a let through, but I think a tiny bit wide as well. But no, just to say, it was Dolly. It was 5. What I say here is because it's 80-minute race, you do 4 times 20, right? And whatever you get in the 20 minutes, you just times that by like another 4 as Dolly spins.
Oh, and Dolly is spun in the bus stop chicane there. Looks like a few people have been struggling with the rear tyres when they're going to the final 6, as we see like I think that's a 4-way fight? No, it's a 3-way fight for 8th place there. And I believe that is Dolly just trying to go around the outside. That's his teammate. No, that's Dunlop trying to go for the move between David. So yeah, back to what you were saying, James.
Yeah, so you do 20 minutes and then you add how many more 20 minutes you've got, and then that's how many laps I believe we're going to get in the race, right? And then so you work through that, so it's 80 minutes, so 40 minutes. I'm agreeing with you here, but I would go 40 minutes. So find out when 40 minutes in the race is. So whatever 40 minutes in the race is, so between I would say 35 and 45 minutes gone of the race, you pick that as I think is your optimum strategy for pit stops, as you say, and then you could do a quicker pit stop, which I've seen people do, where you do about 30 minutes, then get a quick pit stop, or you go for the longer strategy, what some people do, and they go for the 50, maybe even 60 minutes, quick bit of fuel, and then back out and do a longer stint. So it either works out. Normally it's around 1 or 2 laps, maybe 3 laps different for all of the pit stops, but it should be fun. It should tonight with that. And hello to everyone who is watching. Just to say, Agulator says hello, so hello Agulator. Nice to have you along.
Hello Agulator.
Just for everyone who is watching, who probably thinking why is this not on Gavra, basically I couldn't log into the Gavra channel. There was a few different problems where I had to get passwords which I couldn't get and stuff like that, and some codes. So I do apologise if you're wondering why I'm here not on the Gavra channel. Just to put it out there.
So Lonnie is coming up to a bit of black traffic. Hopefully it'll be easy to disband from here. Looks like he's going to get him through the second sector, that they'll be able to overtake him on the Kemmel Straits. Maybe through like Lake Holmes and Brussels in the second sector. But we'll have to wait and see where this lap traffic goes. Yeah, interesting stuff here. See if we'll lose a bit of time to Boston. It's kept about, hasn't it, about 5.4 seconds, 5 seconds, so it's kept about the same time now, so them two guys are pushing at their own rate. So, yeah, they're just going for their own race now, and they're just trying to get away from each other. Last place, there's a little bit of an incident there, going through the complex of Lake Holmes of turns 7, 8 and 9. Having a little bit of trouble there as the camera's out of focus now. And you can just see his teammate Duke Martin into 5th place at the moment, so he's having the better of the 2 teammates, and he might come up to lap his teammate very, very shortly.
I'll be back 1 second.
Okay, so we have about an hour and 7 minutes to go. Which I think is really good. Feel free to ask us any questions in the comment section. We are currently looking at the comments if anyone wants to. But heading into this championship, it's going to be, at the moment it's not really a close one. Donovan is currently down into 7th place and really needs to be in that minimum of 5th place, and Lonnie needs to retire, so my chat disconnected unfortunately, so we do have to wait. Donovan trying to have a look maybe on a move on for 6th place here. There we go. Back up on my screen. Now you're gonna ask me questions. We've got about 6 minutes. David is gonna try and have a look. Oh wait, no, that's David, not Donovan. That's stupid me and Dave's moved down the bus stop. A little bit of contact there. I don't know, because there's a little lag on my screen. I don't know if that was contact that David pushed him out wide, or it was literally just contact there. I don't know. That was quite a weird situation for me. But yeah, insane. If I just do that. So there we go. So David moves up into 6th place after overtaking Matt Bibb into the chicane. So that's quite good for him. Let's just go have a look through the order real quickly. Nonny in 1st place at the moment, about 5.8 seconds up the road now. 6th road from Boston Row, who is currently in 2nd place, doing quite well this race for himself. Donovan is in 3rd place, about another 7 seconds from Boston Row, and about 13.4 seconds away from Lonnie. So that's your top 3 there for the championship's sake. Yep, Donovan is in 3rd. So currently it's not enough for Donovan to win championship, but it is enough for Lonnie too. So I'll just repeat the championship standings. If Lonnie doesn't finish, so DNF, Donovan has to finish 5th to claim the title, and if Donovan wins, and Lonnie has to finish 4th to clinch the title, just by 2 points. So it's quite a close championship at the moment, and with Donovan in 3rd place and Lonnie in 1st place, it's going to be a bit of a close one. But if they finish, a 1-2 in each order, that means Lonnie will be world champion of the Gavra Racing Ginetta Evolution Series. Where a few cars this season, we've been through the GT5s, the GT4s, GT3s, and the LMPs now of the Ginetta Evolution Series. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this series. We've had about 16 rounds now, and what rounds it has been. But yeah, I'm just wonder if everyone's looking forward to the Formula 1 this weekend. It should be quite a good one. Obviously we're now back.
Hello.
Hello, James.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that.
That's alright, don't worry. As Thomas Hallett, ESI chef says, just realised this is the absolute last race of this season. That's pretty sad. It is pretty sad, but hopefully we can go out with a bang, with a champion to hold up the trophy for us. It'll either be Donovan or Lonnie. Have to wait and see in about an hour and 3 minutes time.
I've got a question to ask, because we don't have any we might have a battle actually, because it's going to lap markers now, which is where's Donovan? I think it's Make and Dunn are battling still.
No, they're not.
No.
Oh well. Battles.
Anyway, but the question then we've got then, because we don't have any battles, is what is your favourite race of the season? What was your favourite race of the season? Like, you can pick
Dubai.
Any race you want. Okay.
Dubai. That was a great season opener. You had the GT5s, and it was quite a short circuit compared to what we've had this season. So it was a great race to start off the championship, and really did leave us with a good note to say, this is a good championship and one it has been. What was your favourite race of the season so far?
I liked, as I say, Dubai, because it was only like 1.2 mile circuit, right? And it was like very short, and every lap was like 30 seconds, so you were managing in like the 30 minutes, like about 40 seconds, you're managing about 50 laps nearly. 50 laps in 30 minutes is quite good. That's a race that's high. Another race that was high up there just because it was really good was I'm gonna say, I know this might sound controversial, Bruno was up there. That's a good race.
Yeah, it was a good race.
It was, but my favourite probably has to be Watkins Glen Short, because we had a different winner. We had Marquis winning, and it was just like Lonnie didn't win, and we had Make get on the podium for the first time, the only time this season. So it really does show that you can have any literal one on the podium, and it was just a really nice race. Like, there was not much lapping because there wasn't, and it was good.
I think the race that I think me and you have missed is, do you remember Alton Park?
Oh,
That
yeah.
race, that was a really good race. I think there was like 2 cars that flipped over, didn't they?
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they gave a winner. I don't think they gave a winner in that race at Alton Park.
Did they not?
I'm looking at championship now. We have 18, 7, 24, 23, 19, 12, 20, 21, 15, 2, 9, 8, did not finish, 9, didn't race, 2, didn't race.
That's a weird race. Yeah, that was a weird race.
But anyway, that doesn't
I
really
think
matter.
we watched that.
Yeah, we do. But no, it was amazing racing this year. I've got to give credit to the I'm going to say this now because we have a little break in proceedings. I'm going to say this personally, from me anyway, give it to Gavra and to the organisers of the Ginetta Evolutions. I thought to start with Ginetta Evolution would be just not good, if that makes sense. I thought it'd be it's Ginetta Evolutions, it'd be just GT5, GT4s and GT3s. That's quite bad, but no, the drivers have done an amazing job. Everyone's done a great job here at Gavra. The commentators who have Ryan, got to give a shout out to you. You've come in for 3 races and done an amazing job, and loads of people have as well, so there you go.
Yeah, and thank you very much to everyone who was taking part in organising this series. It's probably a lot to do. Obviously they've managed to do it with ease, so thank you very much for that. Pep, if we go right on board him real quickly, he is the person who has been sorting out this Ginetta Evolution series with Gavra, so thank you very much for him. Thank you very much for using all of his bandwidth of his internet, because this is literally killing his internet as we speak.
Ah, that's why. There wasn't a winner because Interceptor won it, and he's a reserve for that day.
I thought the person who... Oh, wait. Was it?
Yeah, it was Interceptor won it, David 2nd, Boston Road 3rd, Lonnie 4th, Bax 5th, Siventa 6th, Joanna 7th, Duke Martin 8th, and all like that. So that's why. But anyway, that's just saying why. That's why. There you go.
And I believe that is GJDM, who has not got a front end of the car. So it looks like he's been in the wall, and I think that car is going to retire very shortly. It's also got suspension damage. Great.
We have X, Endix, LBH, and VRJ. Verge 81, who've both said go Lonnie. So there you go. We've got some more Lonnie fans here tonight.
Lonnie's very popular within the viewer-based category, and he's in the championship fight this evening. As Darwin is in 3rd place. I think Lonnie's been more suited to this track, as you say. You know, he's done very well so far. I mean, it's only been 11 laps in, and it's 20 minutes in, but he's done very, very well so far. So hopefully, he can just round it out with a great victory.
Well, looks like there's 2 cars together on circuit. On my screen, though, it is. I think it's 6th and 7th. So can we just check 6th and 7th out? Because there they are. There they are. Look, if you can see that gap, it's gone down from what you said last time. But it's not really a battle though at the moment. But it's gone down the gap.
I think Mepu's got a bit of damage on the front of that car. I don't know if you can see that on your screen, James. I don't think the viewers will be able to see, but I think there's a little bit of damage on the front of the car.
Another Lonnie fan saying go Lonnie. There we go.
We've got so many Lonnie fans. Where does he get you? Does he pay you?
Oh yeah, I can see it now. I can see it now. But it's probably only a 1 or 2 little damage to the front, so it's not a lot.
Not a lot to probably cause any damage, cause any lap time damage, but still a little bit of damage on the glass, so probably visibility will be a little bit more poorer. than usual. But we'll have to wait and see what his other times are going to be in the next few laps. He did set a very, very close time to behind him, which is Duke Martin, so there's only about a 10th in there, so no, you know, his looks like a bit of damage on the front of the car. But yeah, I mean, do you think Lonnie has paid for some people to come to the chat and just say go Lonnie?
No, I think they're truly Lonnie fans. They're truly supporting Lonnie. Lonnie's got a fan base, and I'm very glad he's got one. But it's just like Flip Flip. If you're still here, Flip Flip, it's like you a couple of seasons ago. It's like you in the GTEs. Everyone used to come in and go Flip Flip. So
very, very well trained.
Yeah, very well trained. But no. It's been an absolute. As you say, it's been an absolute amazing to see Lonnie winning loads of races. But the surprise this season, right? I'm going to give you a surprise, and because we have a little break right now, surprise this season, and it comes without saying this because Lonnie literally won every single round in who is it? Dalavan won every single round in stage 2. Sorry, stage 3. Stage 3. But the surprise this season has to be that Maker's had a podium, right?
Yep.
Makes had a podium, and who's that? And Beza has had 2 second places and a third. So it's not all the same drivers who do well in this championship.
No, it's very much a list of different drivers who do very well, because it all just comes down to the skill of the driver really when it comes down to these cars, because there's no difference, there's no performance difference. It's literally just a driver that's different. That's all there is. Yeah,
that is totally true. It is different. The drivers, it's down to them. But yeah, as we're about to say, what I think personally, give it about 10 more minutes, right? And we might see a pit stop starting to come in. I think about 10 minutes, and then we'll have a pit stops coming in, I think. So by the way, just saying, around because we have 54 minutes gone, I think around 9 laps could be completed in about 20 minutes.
Yep.
So if that's true, then if you double that times that by 4, so 9 times 4, I'm really bad at I'm 6. You got 36. No, yeah, 36 would be how many laps we got today. So 36 laps we're going to get today in this time, I think.
I think it might be. I don't know. It might be less or might be more. I can't.
Yeah, it's 36. Yeah, 36.
It's 9 o'clock at night.
It is 36, but yeah. I know. I'll be up later than this. I'll be fine. I'm fine still, but you know, like
brilliant.
It's weird though. Like you're probably getting. I probably think a few people in the chat who are watching, and maybe you are getting tired now. It's like you've had your long days at work, or you've done nothing all day, and you're like, it's like 9 o'clock, and you're like, well, I'm feeling tired now. I'm ready to go to bed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't feel like that. I don't know why. I just feel different. But you know. Anyway, carry on with the race. That's a sidetrack for another. That's another discussion on another video on another channel.
That is a completely different discussion.
Yeah, completely discussion. But I've got to say this now. I believe, and I'm going to back this that when Dalavan pits, Lonnie's going to be leading the championship, and Lonnie's going to win, and Lonnie's going to be when Lonnie pits, Dalavan's going to be overtaking him in the pit stops. I think Dalavan's going to do this clever here, right? And wait and see if when Lonnie pits, I think that's going to be what Dalavan does, because if Dalavan comes in first, he wants a great first or second lap to get past that Lonnie, but that's what I think it'll be.
Okay. Let's wait and see.
Because as you can see, the gap has come down. It was 13.6, it's now 13.1 from him to Boston Row. So this could be an in-lap for Lonnie, a pit stop already. That's quite early though for a pit stop for Lonnie. This would be if he does do a pit stop here. As the gap is coming down still even further. It's now 12.5.
It will be.
So is it Lonnie coming in for a pit stop this time, or is it just Boston Road putting in a massive performance here?
I have no idea. I mean, it's gone back to 13.5 seconds. So
it has. So it must be just a glitch or something. I don't know.
Don't know. That's gone to 14 seconds. So And that's gone all the way down. Where is Lionel? He's going through the bus stop chicane now, so might have been losing a bit of time from there. So he's not going to go into the pits just yet. So 51 minutes remaining in the race today. Of the season, it's quite emotional, isn't it, James? Very emotional.
Yeah, it is. And by the way, we won't be on Project Cars 2 next season. Well,
are we?
I back it to the nut. We probably won't be. But if you haven't heard the, well, we might be actually. But if you haven't heard the announcement, everybody, in August, Project Cars 3 comes out. So.
Yes, I believe it's the 28th of August.
I will.
This year.
I'll find out now.
I believe it's 28th. But that does look actually kind of sick. Now there's more screenshots and there's more this and there's more that. I actually really like it because I didn't really want another grid game. You know, it's kind of simulation based, but then it's more arcade and it's more like a grinding game. But it's starting to look like you can actually have a serious sim racing game. Obviously, there's different. I think there. Well,
28th of August. Yeah, well done.
What was if you want to have a GT3 season, you can just go down a set of course of competizione, can't you? So, if let's say Project Cars 3 isn't what we thought it would be, let's just say it's a complete arcade game. The hand and models don't make any sense. There's no point in going for Project Cars 3, so we have a look somewhere else. So if we want a GT3 season, we'll go for Assetto Corsa Competizione.
Yeah, but then you've got to look at it as well. I believe, and I'm going to say this as well, people will leave PlayStation and go onto PS5 and Xbox X or whatever it's called.
I think the only problem with that, well, we already know that
at Christmas time.
Yeah, I mean, we already know that PlayStation are doing the. So if you buy a PlayStation 4 game, you'll be able to play it on PlayStation 5. They've already confirmed that.
Yeah.
It's much newer games, such as Competizione, Project Cars 3, F1, because they've been recently modelled for PlayStation 4 and they've been modelled for PlayStation 5. So I could say I'm wrong, and the whole Reddit forum that I read, it could be completely wrong, but it's looking like you can take your old PS4 games and play them straight on the PlayStation 5 when it comes out. Probably won't be enhanced for things like ray tracing and HDR support, like HDR upscaling support. But if it's a 4K game, that let's just say this, like Spider-Man, that was a 4K game for the PlayStation 4 Pro. You'll probably be able to play PlayStation 4 Pro games in 4K that are on PlayStation 5. So, if that makes any sense, hopefully it does. But obviously, still quite a lot of questions for Sony to answer, aren't there? So
that totally is, yeah. But yeah, it totally is. We have Aguilita going, and maybe the last Project Cars 2 I'm on in Gavra, right? And then Chef goes, no, there has to be at least one more vintage season.
I dare say there has to be a vintage season. I wish there was. Maybe we could do a little championship, can't we? We could do like a four race vintage season, then there's like you get like 10 points for a win.
You could get a break. You could have a break, right? We could have. We shouldn't. I shouldn't about this, but I'm just saying we could have a break and then like end of. I don't want to confirm anything because we might get told off for saying this on Gavra, but we could have another classic championship, and that could be next month. We could just have like the end of this month, start of next month, or maybe like summer season like we had last time. If that makes sense, if you know what I mean. So yeah.
It's all up in the air at the moment.
It is. The famous Escort Vintage. Oh, Escort, yes, definitely. We've got to have something to do with that. Got to have
Most
something to do with that.
definitely.
Got to have it.
I think we've got to have.
Sorry.
There's got to be one race between Ford and Ferrari, where one race like that. We got to have.
That would be great.
Maybe you know, like the
Porsche.
vintage Porsches from 1970.
Porsche Spider. I love the Porsche Spider.
Nice.
I love the Porsche. Sorry, but no. Back. Just very briefly, just to give. I'll give you a rundown very quickly. So it's Lonnie leading, 16 laps gone. Then it's Boston Row. Then it's Dalavan. Then it's David. Then it's Rubid. Then it's Make or Mark, whatever you want to call him. Then it's Duke Martin, Dunlop, Pet Biv, Dolly, Marquis, and GJDM. And altogether, it's 8 minutes, 17 seconds is the gap between the leader and last. But the gap between the leader and the last car on the lead lap is 1 minute 1 minute 53, I think. Yeah, he's so close to lap his teammate, but he's not going to yet. Seems that Lonnie has all under control. Yes, he does. So guys, I'm off for tonight. Have a good stream at the end. Yep, thank you there, Chef, for going. But yeah, I would love to see a historic championship as well. But no, if Project Cars 3 is like an arcade game, right, and it's not good for racing on, then I don't know what we're going to go on. Like, I would say, oh, we've lost another car. We've just literally lost another car. I will quickly look and have a look at that for you, because we just lost it.
I believe that's GJ.
Yeah, it is GJDM. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The only problem is it's a bit like I don't know if you know, there's a sim racing game called Ultimate Ballista on PC title, and that has taken the engine from this Project Cars 2 game, and I do have to say it's gotten worse. It has gotten worse. The handling models, because the handling model back on Ultimate Ballista 1 was really good for the time, and in today's standards still good, but they completely changed the handling model to this Project Cars 2, and for me, I don't like the handling model in this game.
No, I like the two games that one of the games I really like that isn't iRacing is I love watching R Factor 2. I think that's a good one. I think that's a really good game, and one game that I think it was like this really big YouTuber talked about and saying it's really nice to see a sim game on PlayStation now, like a proper simulator game. But anyway,
we do have as a Scorsa Competizione now. That's a very good sim.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Very, very good sim. So,
but yeah,
I think I'm gonna download it tonight and have a bit of a go on it. So I'll let you know how it all feels and everything on the wheel. But,
yeah, it says AMS2 is supposed to handle a lot like R Factor 2. Yeah. Well, yeah, Automotive Ballista 2 is supposed to handle like R Factor 2. Okay.
Well, they're trying to be competitive with R Factor 2. The R Factor 2 is outdated at the moment, as it was revealed in the virtual Le Mans 24 hours. It was very outdated. So with which is AMS2? That is Ultimate Ballista, right?
Yes.
I am thinking of that.
2.0.
Yeah. Thing is, they've gone for this. They've gone for the handling model, they've gone for the engine and the graphics of Project Cars 2, and I think that's a step down of what Ultimate Ballista 1 was. So, if they want to challenge R Factor 2, they're basically going to copy iRacing and just make it a single-player game and not a membership game, probably. That's, I think, because R Factor 2's tire model is really good. I've played R Factor 2 like countless times, and the tire models are so good. You just can't get over them. But
you can't indeed.
And that's enough over tires.
Yeah.
But,
so, by the way, just say we have 41 minutes of the race to go. So, 18 laps you can get done in the 40 minutes. Double that. So you're looking about 36 laps, as we said. in this race. But at the same time, we still haven't seen a pit stop yet. Can we have the little circle that tells us how much fuel they've got left? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, let's have a look.
22.7.
Yeah,
So
still
27.6.
He probably will still be making a pit stop with that
Dunlop Swede is in the pits. Dunlop Swede is now pitting, so we can say it'll be our first pit stop of the pit stops here.
He's still got 14 litres, so it looks like he's just coming in halfway through, as he said, 40 minutes in.
Yeah. You said that as well, so well done.
Thank you. It's basically halfway through the race. He's decided to come in and put a bit of fuel in, and I don't think he's putting new tyres on. Maybe fix a little bit of damage he has, and then just blast straight to the end as it will land on 15 minutes. Wonder what Lonnie will do. I'm going to record his fuel, so 26.4, and then see where he is at next lap, and then we can judge how much fuel he uses per lap.
26.2 now, so he's already gone down by a little bit.
Yeah, it's already gone down by bloody 3. So
I would say if I was Lonnie, come in at about 18 litres. And you then put in, I would say, and maybe until about 50 litres, because I don't know why he's done it, but Dunlop has put in 86 litres of fuel. When you don't need that much, you need about 50, 60 litres, and then you can get to the end.
Yeah. It might work, it might not work. He's probably just a little bit too scared of running out of fuel on the final few laps, but
yeah.
Just wait and see. I mean, Lonnie, if it's litres, he's already lost about 1.3 litres of fuel, so that car is a very hungry bugger, isn't it?
It is. If somebody could let us know in the comments how much fuel, if you know anybody in the comments, by the way, the 5 of you who are watching, if any litres of fuel, like if you know like how much this car, the LMP3 Ginetta, guzzles around a whole lap, like if it's like, oh, it's 5 litres, it's like 2 litres of fuel per lap, or it's 6 litres per lap, just to give us an idea, because I have no clue at the moment. But yeah, as you can see, Lonnie's leading. Boston Row is second, not by much actually anymore. It's 10 seconds now. It was more than that a minute ago. But we do kind of have a scrap on the Ray, which is between Duke Martin and Make. It's closed. It's closed. I'm not saying it's a scrap, but it's closed. Gap has significantly.
I'm just gonna run on board with Lonnie just for a few more corners up until Blanchimont, and then we're gonna go back to that little battle because I just want to see how much fuel he's gonna have. Now I can work out how much fuel he's gonna use and when his possible pit stop will be, unless he wants to use all the fuel or not. Alright, so that's 23. So in that little instance, I will just go back to my bib. So in that instant, he used 3.4 litres of fuel that lap.
Ooh, that's quite a lot.
So if you do 23 divided by... I need my calculator.
Just tell me and I'll do it.
23 divided by 3.4 is 6.7. So he's probably going to pit. Yep. He's probably going to pit 5 or 6. So 5 or 6 laps time, Lonnie pits from a lap 20. So 20. So maybe lap 25 or 26. So we'll have a look when he might be making a pit stop, but he might make a pit stop shortly. He has lost a little bit of time to Boston Road. It was at 1.14 seconds, and now he's down to 9.6 seconds. So wonder what's happened there.
David's in, by the way. David's in. So David's decided to do it now. What did he have quickly? Wow. When we last looked a couple of laps ago, he was on 25 litres. So up to 28, up to 69 litres he's gone up to.
Yeah. He's got 69 litres.
No.
36 remaining minutes in this race. Don't hate me.
I'm not hating you because it's only 69 in today. It's not funny anymore. That. Sorry.
I think it's done on purpose, to be honest with you. But 36 minutes left in this race. Lonnie will have to make a pit stop either shortly or this lap. Because I don't know.
Can we just check Dalavan quickly, just for a second here, because I want to know what Dalavan's got left. Ooh.
Dalavan's got a lot less.
So do you think Lonnie's doing the game where he's waiting for Dalavan? Because Lonnie knows, right, that Dalavan's his championship rival for tonight, right? Well, he surely should. Doesn't he wait till Dalavan pits and then he does a great in lap and then he pits and then sees if Dalavan can beat him on the in lap? Or not? No, no, he's coming in. So is Dalavan here going to do a really good in lap here just to see how quick he can get into the pits?
Yep, well, we're going to ride on board with Dalavan here and see if he pits as well, because he knows that Lonnie has pit. I believe Boston has pit as well. Dalavan's going really, and he decides not to.
Give him one more lap. I tell you this now, he's going to do it like some F1 on some drivers do. You take one more lap and do a great in lap. Try and overcut Lonnie. So Lonnie's say maybe in the pits for like 5 seconds, maybe Lonnie's in the pits here for about 30 seconds. Quick, it should be here for Dalavan to get.
Lonnie is still in the pits, still getting fuel. He's at 59 litres at the moment. He's going up to 64, so he is still getting fuel. Boston has got a long way to go until he's up to the fuel margin at which he wants to be at. So with 35 minutes remaining in this race, it is a championship on the line here. Leaves the pit lane with about 64 litres of fuel there. So he did actually stay there for a little bit of time, didn't he? Because he got 64 litres a few moments ago, and now he's only just taking his time to get to there. So he now exits the pit lane. We have to wait until the next sector of how far away he is from Dalavan, unless it will just completely rejoin up. Dalavan is currently going past Lake Com, and he's 35 seconds in the lead at the moment. Maybe if he still wants to be in contention in this race, he will have to take a lot less fuel and put it in lean.
He will.
For fuel mixture. So if he wants any chance of having a championship tonight, he needs to bolt it this lap, put a lot less fuel in the car, and put the car in lean, and then just try and go to the end of the race if he has a chance. But does he want to risk it? Does he want to run out of fuel? To be honest, if I was in position, I wouldn't care about a third place. I would just try and do something else, because if I was him, I would just think I haven't got enough speed to catch up to Lonnie. I need to do something else, and the strategy is probably his best bet.
Jack Williams says in the chat, great choice Dalavan. Then he put in the next comment, I would put 40 litres in, not 70.
So David is 64 as well.
What's Lonnie?
Lonnie he put in 64 when he left the pit lane.
Yeah, so I'm agreeing with Jack here. If Dalavan hasn't pitted, so he's going for another lap here. But what I would have done is I would put in only like 40 litres, because you don't need much to get this one. I know it's like 3 litres a lap. You're concerned, so I would go for as many laps as you can possibly think you can do. So yeah, about 40-50 litres is all you need, and then that's it, really.
Let me just work something out real quickly.
I think that's fine though. I think that's what you need. So
I reckon Dalavan can go 3 more laps on this amount of fuel. I reckon he can go 3 more laps. Lonnie isn't catching Dalavan at all. I don't think so, because Dalavan is on lighter fuel and Lonnie's on heavier fuel. That is putting towards his advantage. You can see Dalavan trying to go as quickly as possible. He's just locking up, going through turn 10 there of Brussels. So I reckon he can go 3 more laps. 3 laps is a big risk, because I think you'll just about have enough fuel to get to the pit lane. So maybe 2 or 3 laps. And Lonnie is catching up a little bit. I can see he's gone from 31 and now he's going up to 32, so it's back and forth really between these 2 lap times. So
But when you look at it realistically though, when you say about it, when Lonnie pitted, right, Dalavan was in the sweeping corner for the bus stop, and so he was like 40. He had about 38 seconds. So I do believe that Dalavan will still lead this race if he pits now.
So what is
Oh, my phone
so
just froze.
something out.
If you are watching the stream and the stream has froze for you, I do apologise. It's probably my internet.
Stream froze.
Yeah, the stream froze on my phone, so...
Stream is fine.
Okay, it's just my phone then.
Dalavan's
Oh, here we
in
go.
the
Yep,
pits.
Dalavan's come in now.
the pits. So Dalavan's decided to go for this lap into the pit lane.
Come on, Dalavan.
If he puts in 11... So, see, it's really interesting to see what he'll put in. Let's go right on board with Lonnie at the moment, who is just going through the final straight here.
It's going to be close.
It is going to be close. What is Lonnie going to put in that car? He's still putting fuel in that car.
He's putting fuel. No.
He's
Lonnie's
putting
gonna...
way too much in, and Lonnie is overtaking him.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Okay, so Dalavan is still in second place now. Metbib's going through the final corner, so I think...
Ooh.
Oh, Metbib's just gone into the pit lane right now. I think Dalavan has gained a position through these pit stops. Yes, I believe he has. He's gained a position. He has got less fuel. I believe he's just... Yeah, I mean, it's only about 2 litres difference. So Dalavan's gained a position, going up to second place now. I don't think Dalavan's got the pace to catch up to Lonnie, so I think Dalavan's got to pray and hope that Lonnie retires from this race. Basically.
Or the back markers hold him up.
Yep. Back markers can hold him up. So, okay, so basically, if Dalavan can get this win here today, Lonnie, if he finishes 5th, Dalavan will be champion. But if he finishes 4th, Lonnie finishes 4th, Lonnie will finish it and win it by 2 points. So Lonnie is going to have a pretty big accident to go all the way down to 5th. So Dalavan is either going to go blistering fast, or Lonnie's going to have a big accident. So that's what we're going to have to pray on from now.
Let's have a look. Oh, just to tell you in this race, by the way, 4 have not got penalties, everyone else has. That's crazy. Only 4 people don't have penalties, and everyone else does, look.
That's a pretty big penalty for Marco, gee.
11
we've got
seconds.
14-second time.
Yeah, if you watched last race, we did, there was somebody who had like a massive, I think it was like nearly, things like 30 seconds nearly.
Wow.
Somebody goes here, push it Lonnie, you can do
quickly.
this. Somebody says push it Lonnie, you can do this. So, it's all going Lonnie's way tonight. To be Lonnie's win. But Dalavan here is pushing, it was a long way back he was, but now he's closed the gap. So pretty much if you want to know, it's the length of the start line is all Lonnie has in front of Dalavan. He now turns onto the national historic start line, and down that he goes now into Arujan Radion. In a second he's going to go. He is tonight. Thank you for your comments and all that. This, by the way, will be recorded and put back up on the Gavra channel. So if you do hear our comments and you're over on the Gavra channel right now, listening, and you're thinking, why are they talking about comments? It was on a different channel streamed. So there you go. But yeah, Dalavan here is really pushing this. Oh, by the way, if you're on the Gavra channel right now, smash a like, subscribe, all that good stuff over there on the Gavra channel. Over there, what you're doing. But if you're on my channel, you can do what you want. Do what you want. I'm not forcing you to do anything, of course. But yeah. Oh, he's slower. Dalavan is slower, though. So if you think about it, Dalavan's slower. He's 13.8 seconds behind. He's not got this 14 now. I don't think Dalavan's got this. I'm totally honest with you. I don't think Dalavan's got this. I think Lonnie's got this, but I'm not going to be too optimistic, too pessimistic at the moment. because we still have quite a long way to go with 20 minutes, with 24 minutes to go. So if you've got anything to believe it, as I say. But yeah, should be really good now. We do have a battle though in the midfield, which we could go and see, but we're just going to give it a minute, stick a ball with Delavan for a minute, and we'll get the midfield battle, or the other battle, which is closer, which is David and Boston, who are now 3 seconds away from each other. They were about 4, but they've closed that gap to 3 seconds now, Delavan and Boston have, so... Sorry, David and Boston have, so that's an interesting one to look there. But yeah, as Ethan joins us back now, it's really interesting to see though, because it was 14.2 seconds. Now it's 40. It's fluctuating between 14.2 and 13.1. So I don't think he will, because there's back markers in front, as you can see. But just quickly to tell you that David and Boston Row have closed up to each other again. It's a 2 second gap, I know, but they've closed in. They were like 3 or 4 seconds, so just to give you an idea there. It's on the bottom of your screen, by the way, 3rd and 4th on the bottom of your screen, just to tell you. As you can see, that's the gap now. That is probably about 12 car lengths, right? It was a bit more than that. It was, at the bottom of your screen, as you can see, it was 22 seconds to your leader and 28.6 seconds to your leader. He's got that down, Boston has quite quickly there, he has, so... But I don't think anything's going to happen. But I'm going to ask you this, Ethan, because I know you probably know the answer because I don't. Could you look at the map right now? Lonnie has, as you can see, a clear road ahead of him. Will that give him an advantage over, say, Dalavan, who has a lapped car in front of him?
It's kind of difficult to say, really. Because of lap traffic, lap traffic can be a bit, fatal sometimes for some drivers. Not saying just Schumacher and David Coulthard, but it can be a bit detrimental for time. But sometimes it could be really good. I remember back on like the old Formula Ones where, I mean, yes, it is the AI, but it's still a relevant subject. You would be held up by the AI so much, but then it would let the AI through so easily. It was just really weird, and sometimes it would just really cost you so much time. And that was really frustrating. Luckily, we moved away from those days in F1.
Hold on. Yeah, F1.
2015.
Yeah. F1 have done. By the way, guys, if you are listening from anywhere in the UK, I would like to announce an announcement, because I know you probably know this, but I'm going to announce it anyway, and I'm going to be really happy to say this. If you live near an MSV race circuit, now I know this is something completely new for anyone who doesn't know, that's the kind of a company who own Cadwell Park, Alton Park, Doddington Park, Brands Hatch, and I think that's it. Oh, Alton Park, Snetterton, Cadwell, Brands Hatch, and yeah, anyway, them. They've a big announcement of their Twitters and Instagrams and Facebooks. I know I shouldn't be promoting anything else, and everyone's like, oh my god, you should be promoting this. But racing's back. The 11th of July, fans, so next weekend, so not this weekend coming up, but the weekend after, fans are allowed to go into the circuits. They can't go in the paddocks, but you can go anywhere out around the circuit you want.
Well, I'm going.
And that, my mum was like, well then I'll take you to Watson Racing. I'm like, fair enough then, there we go. My weekend sorted next weekend.
Wait, which one's racing on Cadwell?
Next weekend is the Vintage Bike Championship. So it will be like 80s, 70s and sidecars, and maybe a few 60s as well popped in around there. So if you are wondering, guys, there is racing this weekend at circuits, but fans can't go. There is racing from after this weekend, but fans will go. I know people are going. I shouldn't be promoting stuff. I'm sorry to all your admins out there who are saying, why are you promoting this on our channel? Just to give you an idea, racing's back and it's a bit of normality for all of you guys again. For you. So there you go. And there's a lot coming up of circuits, so if you go on the websites and you can find that all on there. I don't want to promote it, but we are on Gavra trying to get a set of course a competition series going, and a iRacing series going for you guys that aren't on PS4. I know competition, sorry, is the PS4 people. What? Sorry, I shouldn't say anything. Sorry. Goodbye.
Shouldn't say anything. That's a bit confidential, but yeah. Just leave it there. Just leave it there.
No, what I'm saying is there might be them. I'm not saying there will be, but there might be.
We'll just leave it there.
Yeah, I've overstepped my line here. If somebody could edit that bit out, if Jukebox, if you could just quickly just edit that bit out, I would love you for the rest of eternity. Literally, just somebody edit that out. I shouldn't have said that, sorry.
Oh, don't mind. Yeah.
There might be other championships.
Anyway, so
yeah, I know. There might. No, I'm just saying there might be other championships on them games as well. So stay tuned for announcements on this channel soon. Yes, yes, indeed, it's funny. But yeah, just to announce, if there might be other championships on them games or on PC and maybe other like Xbox. Maybe if we have Xbox people, we might do some on there. Don't know, don't confirm it. Wait until there's announcements on the channel with and that. So if you're watching this on the Gavra channel, turn notifications on, all that good stuff. Over to you. I'm going to shut up now because I've already, what's the word? Dug a hole.
You've done a deep hole for yourself and Jukebox, so it's not going too great. But yeah,
it's my channel anyway, so I can talk about it on my channel. But
oh yeah, it's your channel now, yeah.
Yeah, so do whatever you want on my channel. You can say what you want, but don't just. But this is going to go straight up on the Gavra, so yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of the problem.
It is.
But yeah, we've got about 20 minutes remaining in the race here today. The season finale here with the Ginetta Evolutions. What a series it has been. It really has. It's been a good season. I think the best was GT3s, not the GTs with flip winning every single race, but GT3 was a good one. I think that's most definitely up there with it. So yeah, it's been a pretty good season.
I'm going to ask the question to you. What was your favourite? I know your favourite race, but what was your favourite class we raced this year? Was it GT5, 4, 3, or this one?
GT5s, I think. They provide a little more better racing because there wasn't too much difference. I know with these cars, there's quite a bit of difference between people, but you know, I think it's quite good. What was your favourite?
My favourite has to be GT4 because they weren't quick, but they were good racing. And like Watkins Glen was amazing in GT4. I'll tell you that. That was a good race. But yeah, as Jukebox says here, we're expecting to be growing, and we're expecting to we don't know what's going to happen in the future. So if you are watching this on the actual Gavra channel, just to give you a quick thing here, anything like that's good. What the problem is, right? And I hate games for doing this. Is they put GT5, GT4s, GT3s in the game.
Yeah.
People hate it, right? So I was doing a league. I'm not going to name the league because they probably don't want me to tell it. I was doing a league with another channel, and the guy who I was commentating with literally yawned constantly, going, "This is still like." And then after the race, I'm not going to name his name because I don't think maybe Gavra know him. I don't know. He literally was like, "That was so slow. I can't believe GT5s was so slow, right?" Like it was around Alton Park Forest, and the race was like a 30-minute race, but apparently he thought it took longer than 30 minutes, right? I was there literally like, you can't say that's slow, we did 30 minutes, it was good. And he was like, yeah, it was good racing, but very slow. And it was boring, pretty much, he pretty much said. I was like, oh, great.
Great, I thought GT5s were quite good.
Same.
Even Jukebox says the GT5s were good, so...
Same, so to whoever that was, I'm sorry, but you're wrong.
Yeah.
You know who you are, you probably watch my channel, so you know who you are.
As Jukebox says, Gavra's experienced a big growth right now, so yeah, it's experienced quite good growth. I mean, I saw that there was change to the website. I don't know if that was quite recent or a few weeks ago, but the website looks a lot cleaner. It looks a lot cleaner now with, you know, you got the Dirt Rally 2.0, the Rainbow Six Siege, the FIFA, and all of that. It looks really good. So if you do want to go have a look. Unfortunately, I can't give you the link because YouTube doesn't allow people giving out links.
Oh, you can in my channel, by the way. You can in my comment section.
Can I?
Yeah. Pop it in.
Oh, great.
I'm happy for you to do that. I haven't disabled it, I don't think. But yeah, just to quickly say as well, we are so close, guys. If you haven't already, go and you're watching this on Gavra channel, because there's a few people who love to watch the whole races, like watch it back. Click that subscription button because we are 75 subscribers away from hitting that lovely 1,000. So I would love that. We've grown so much. I know I shouldn't be saying this, right? And I know people are going, yeah, but you're your YouTube people, you would. Since lockdown, we have gained loads of subscribers. We want to thank all of you who have joined us over the time of lockdown. I think we started lockdown on like 800 and we're now on like 925. It's literally beautiful. So thank you to everyone, and thank you to everyone on this channel as well. But anyway, yeah, if you want us to put the link in, just put the link in.
I remember we saw like, we said like 600 subscribers.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Now
I started on Gavra, right, with 330 subscribers, and the other channel that I was commentating for had like 100. So I was like, I'm commentating for a 300 subscriber channel, like this, and they're like, wow, that's cool. And then like next thing you know, we then just grow and grow and grow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Even though, you know, the world's pretty shit, but we've grown from it, which is quite good. And a lot of people have, I mean, like people like Jimmy Broadbent, he's grown a lot. We had the 24 Hours Le Mans virtual GP, so we've had all the Formula 1 virtual GP. So it's all been pretty decent in this lockdown for racing wise, so hopefully we can keep up with that trend.
Yeah, hopefully we can, because I know, but it's evenings though. We're evening with an evening-based channel, so we should. But no confirm time. I will quickly go and do it now. I'll pop it in the chat right now for you guys. Let me just.
Oh, I've already put it in.
Have you?
Yeah, the link for the website. I've already done that.
What, in my channel?
Yeah, on your channel. Yeah.
Oh, that hasn't popped up, so I have to do it on my account. I'll do it on my account, right?
Oh, right.
Let's whip it up.
Just to let people know, it is 2-1 to West Ham against Chelsea at the moment, so that's quite funny.
Anyway, well, thank you for whoever has done subscription, has popped the subscription on my channel. I didn't expect anyone to do that tonight, so thanks. But is it
that's
just
for me as well?
Is it just the Gavra.org and all that? No, I've got the old channel. Ooh.
Oh.
Let me go home and see if we can actually find the proper thing. Is this it? Where it's got like, yeah, there we go, there it is. Got it now. So let me just copy that, and I'll pop it in my chat. Alright, give me 2 seconds. So to all of you who are watching, here's the link to the Gavra thingy for you. There you go. So if you want to click on that right now, you can click on it, go on it, and that's the website. To do anything on there, and yes, it's me on there, so thank you comments for popping that up, but it's me. Oh, somebody is typing.
Yeah, I see that on there now. Yeah, that'll take you straight to the homepage of the channel.
It will.
You can see the brand new design. It's got a few more championships on there now. We'll just go home and then I'll be able to just have a look. So we've recently started, I think it's been this season while the GT, while we've been doing this, Dono's been going on.
What?
Do Rainbow Six Siege died?
I don't know, but basically we've started a GT Sport League, so there you go.
I'm gonna tell my friend Ollie, because we're now doing a
Ooh.
FIFA into FIFA.
Can we please have Dalavan? Can we please go to Dalavan's car, David's car, sorry? Because Dalavan and David are literally together on circuit. Dalavan must have made a mistake or something, because it's Dalavan and David together now. Boston Road pulled away and has left them for dead, but look at this. Dalavan and David are together.
Pretty close, and going down the straight, he's going to be getting a lot of time.
Oh, we have a bug on the screen. Nice.
And it's always going to be on the inside. He's not quite going to be able to make it there. Very close between the two drivers.
Bro, touch. 12 minutes and 25 seconds ago, just to say, and it's a 19-second gap from your leader to this battle here.
David got quite a good run, but I think he's going to wait here. He's going to try and get a better run off of this corner. Dalavan has spun around.
And has lost a championship.
This is most definitely what he didn't want. And it looks like his championship hopes have gone right down. And unfortunately, I think it's going to be Lonnie who's looking like going to be a champ champion here for the Genesis Evolution Gavra Racing. So, phew.
I'll read that in a second.
That's really unfortunate. We're going to have a really close championship fight here for the rest of the season. Unfortunately, it has gone down the drain with one. So, Lonnie, he has still got about 11 minutes remaining. I believe. Is that about? What is that about? About 6 laps? Maybe. I think it is. 5, 6 laps. See what he does, but still, it's Wednesday. This could still be a lot. It's times of 5 minutes. But dude, James's drug dog.
Yes. Yeah. So, what? Like 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go.
Okay.
Please don't search on the internet. That's not actually a URL address.
Oh, by the way, if you want us to make a website with all my stuff on it, I can make one for you. So I'll do that. I'll do that if you want. If you want me to make a website with all my like predictions from like the whole season and all that, and like all my drive the days and that, and like I actually like do a list and then see what I actually got right and wrong. That'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
That'd be brilliant to do. Next season, guys, if we're doing F1 or doing Project Cars, next season we'll do that.
Also, just say, people in the comments, we will also do the comments drive of the day, so whoever your drive of the day, who it is, just put it in the comments and we'll see who majority wins, and that'll be the drive of the day for the comment section.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Sorry,
James's drive of the day.
I totally agree with you, Jukebox. It is a no-no moment, that was. He just, literally, I don't know really what happened. He maybe just came out the corner and too hot and just spun it. It was,
yeah, I think he was most definitely under pressure from David, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So, yeah, as you said, just spun the car. Just got a little bit hot in the throttle and handle it. Minutes remaining in the race. I think it's been a pretty good one. It's been a good series here today. As this is going to be the final race of round 16. Why is a championship fight between Lonnie and Dalavan? And people just wonder about football scores. It is currently 2-1 to West Ham Chelsea, which I think is actually kind of funny, because West Ham haven't actually been doing quite well this season. I thought Chelsea would beat them quite easily, but no. It's only about a few more days from the Formula 1 season. That's going to be quite good there, James.
Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed at that.
You're a bit annoyed?
Yeah, because basically, right, I'm a person who doesn't have Sky, right, in the UK here. So basically, I get 2 races a year, and that is the British Grand Prix, because the Channel 4 do just the British Grand Prix. So I get 2 races this year. Quite nice, that is, 2 races, but that's it. But no, I will be watching it somehow illegally, so don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Yeah, don't worry. And it is 2-2 at the moment. Chelsea versus West Ham just scored.
8 minutes to go, by the way, so it should be interesting. Oh, we've lost another car. I don't know who that was. I think it was last in the race anyway, so don't panic. I think it was last.
Oh, that was good for a kick.
I think it was last in the race there who just retired, so whoever that was last, he's just gone from the session. But just to give you a quick idea, guys, I'm going to say this now. We want to thank everybody, Gavra and everything, for just everything this season. But we are back next season of Gavra. We are back next for next season championship. So I've already told everybody what I want. I've already said in what we're going to have. But I would like again, Ethan, if you're down for it, to do another season with you on here commentating. Yep. I'm down to do another season. That's my last. Oh, by the way, just to tell everybody who is wondering, I know Ethan's got 2. We'll be doing 2 years at college. So he probably is down for another 2 years of Gavra commentating. Maybe, I don't know, it depends. But I only
What
have
happens?
I only have till next September pretty much, and then I'm probably going to go to uni, so I've got a little bit of time, like a year.
Yeah.
So when we start the season again in August, I have 1 year until I finish Gavra, and then I'll quit Gavra quit commentating forever. I'm joking. I won't. When I'm at uni, I'll just put my headphones on and commentate with you. I'm a
The
good
only
man like
problem
that.
is, I think
Internet will be awful though.
because well, it's not really a problem for me. So basically, I'm 18 on September 2nd, not this year, next year, which means I only technically by law have to do 1 year at college.
Yeah, no. Technically by law as well, I only have to do 1 year at college as well. But I did a 3 year course at college, so I should have been this September going to uni, but I'm not.
You supposed to go into uni.
But yeah, I am. Yeah. Basically, the course that I'm just going to quickly say this to everyone on my channel and to everyone who's watching the race. Well, we enjoyed it whilst you're here. Thank you. Yeah. So, Jukebox, just to say, I have until till 2021 August September time, and then I'm done for a little bit anyway. And then whenever I'm on holiday, right, meaning I come back to my parents' house or I don't, I will be commentating. Don't you worry. I will still be commentating. Don't you worry. But no, yeah. So just to say to everyone who is concerned, yeah, basically I am thinking about going because my course at the moment I'm doing creative media, and basically creative media. When I looked it up, well, the teachers, we've looked up at school with the teachers, well, at college, I mean, with the teacher, and he said that you can get basic jobs with level 3, right?
Yep.
But you need to go to university to get like the good jobs. So to become a say for example, to become a teacher of the course, you need to go to uni. To become a anything big high up, you need to be that. But yeah, because basically what I'm doing at the moment is like I already got a job in kind of the industry, but but it don't get paid because it's like a volunteering job.
Yeah.
Like at my local radio station, working for like the radio, doing commentaries on football matches. So I would want to do that, but like for like like 5 Live or something like that. As that be my job for my life. So or do like 5 Live F1 with Jolyon Palmer, like Jolyon Palmer's kind of that kind of commentary people, like stuff like that would be my dream job. So you know. Anyway,
so let's do your driveoftheday.org for the final time this season.
I think loads have impressed me. I think David's impressed me because he's not been in the podium much this year. I think Lonnie's impressed me this year. Thanks Jukebox for that. Thanks. And I'm only 18 by the way as well, just to say. So, and yeah, so I'm going to say for the drive of the day, he's going to do it. Lonnie gets my drive of the day. He's been flawless all race. Lonnie takes the drive of the day. It was so close by David, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know in the comments yours because I would love to know.
So we also do the comment section drive of the day. So just tell us what your drive of the day is. But also, James, just to spring it on you real quickly. What is your driver of the season?
Ooh. So if I had to, well, I'm going to look at the championship now, right? If I had to go for a driver of the leg, right? Lonnie gets the driver of leg 4. Leg 1, sorry, would be Baxter Console would get you driver of leg 1. Driver of leg 2, I would give it to David, and driver of leg 3, I would give that to Dalavan. But overall championship and consistency throughout, I'm giving it to Dalavan. Driver of the season has to be Dalavan.
So that is the driver of the season.
I know he's not going to win the championship, and that's so disappointing on Dalavan's part. I mean. Because I feel like Dalavan has deserved the championship, but he won every single race in in leg 3. It was bonkers. I voted for Pet, but I agree along Lonnie has had a great race. Yeah, Pet Biv, I'll give that to Pet Biv. Yeah, Pet Biv's done well all season. I can't. Can I be biased here and say I can't vote? I think everyone's done a great job. Can we just check where the leader is, please?
1 second. What did you do?
Where is? Oh, he started the last lap then. Well, here we go. On to the last lap we go.
So Lonnie is on his last championship lap. All he has to do is make it to the finish line, and he'll be crowned Ginetta Evolution Gavra Racing champion. That seems quite fitting. Yeah, it's been a fantastic season. It's just, yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for being with us for this whole journey through this series. It's been a very long one, but it's been a good one. 16 rounds, a lot of hours of work, but we finally got to there where Lonnie is going to be on his final championship lap here. And what a nice thing to put in his bio.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, who do you think is your driver of the season? So let us know in the comments right now. We have 2 votes right now. Agulator and Jukebox have both said Pet for driver of the season. I'm not going to vote him for driver of the season. I'm going to vote him for a different one. If we could have an award for just a nice general guy who really is helpful throughout the season. Who, if you like, say to him, like a couple of rounds ago, right? I was like, sorry, I can't join. You gave me the wrong like role to do for the thing. He just messaged everyone and said, sorry, Cadwell hasn't got the right role. I'm gonna can we quit that session and start a new one up? And everyone was just generally nice to do it. And you don't have to do that because of me. I could have just left, and you could have just done the round without us watching, which is unbelievable. So, Pet Beef, you're like my nice guy of the championship. But here we go for you then.
So Lonnie, through the bus stop chicane, the time has ran out. 37 laps of Spa-Francorchamps. Lonnie is the World Championship winner of the Ginetta Evolution Gavra Racing. And well done to him, congratulations to him. And he got the double crown. He got the Constructors' Championship with Marco, and he's got the Drivers' Championship, as he will do. He will be spinning in circles. But yeah, well done to him. Dave will come home in 2nd place. He did 4 in the championship this season, but unfortunately just couldn't do on the last round. But great stuff from David this season. Davin, unfortunately, he lost it. He just lost it just through sheer unluckiness, really. He's done so well this season. He's got to that point where he's in the championship position in the final round, and well done for him. He's been a great driver all season. Unfortunately, he's just lost out in a final round here. So we just have a look at more drivers. Boston Row around the final few corners. Where Pet Bib, coming through the bus stop chicane right now. Across the line, well done to him. 4th place at Spa is a very good achievement as well. He's going to cross the line, thank you very much to him porting out for organising these races for the Ginetta Evolution series. He's been a fantastic driver and very well done to him. That is a swarm of vehicles, that is quite nice to look at.
It is indeed.
But congratulations to Pet Bib. Thank you very much for organising all of these. That's congratulations to Lonnie, who has won his championship for Gil. And there you go, there's a nice photo right there of the 2 drivers. Lovely photo. Them 2 drivers have been 4th this race. He's only lost it by, I think it's about 20. What would it be? I think it's about 25. So I'm just bringing that up in my head, but that is it for this season. The Ginetta Evolution Gavra Racing season.
I'll run you through the final results then. If you can do it, sorry. Come on. Well, basically, just to.
Oh.
Go on. No.
Finish. first and grabs the championship in the final round here today. Fantastic season he's had. And congratulations to him from the commentary team here.
Yep. So second was David, third was Dadavan, fourth Boston Mofew, fifth Duke Martin, mate sixth, great for him, Dunlop Swede, seventh, and your fan voted driver of the day is Pet Biv. Ninth is Rubid, and 10th was Dolly, and then you've got Marquis and GJD who didn't finish.
But just go quickly.
Just to say, basically, I'm sorry if you couldn't hear Ethan for the last 5 minutes, guys. It has been a bit on and off, like laggy a little bit. It's my fault, I think, because I've been moving. It could be my fault, but I do apologise if it is.
I think it might be my fault,
but we have heard the main things we need to know.
Okay, maybe.
You're fine now, so carry on.
I wonder if I can just get Lonnie for a quick chat, and maybe Pep as well.
Yeah, if you want to. By the way, just say it's public. By the way, the party is so.
Does they speak English?
I've spoke to Lonnie before, but he's Dutch, of course. But yes. Yeah, he'll hopefully speak English. He'll hopefully speak a little bit. He said he did a good job last time of trying, so that's all I can say. Did a good job last time.
So hopefully we'll join the party. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. It's been a really long season, and luckily we got to fit it all in one piece. But yeah, thanks everyone. Are you still in the thing? Because I've just been backed out.
Nope, I'm still in.
I can't invite Joe. Where do you want to?
It's Lonnie_HRB.
Yeah, I invited Lonnie, but I can invite Pep.
Pep Biv. Yeah, Pep Biv. You can't invite him.
No.
I will try if you want.
I just wanted to know if the session is still open. Yes, it is. Just join quickly. Okay, password. There we go, and then I'll be able to join and just try and get Pep in. Cool.
There we go. I've got him. There you go. I've invited him.
We're still there.
Yeah, so thank you for watching, everybody. Tonight, it's been a privilege, and we all agree it's been amazing, this series.
It really has, and what a race has been. So thank you so much, everyone, for keeping with us through this long season. But luckily we got through it, and it's been a great championship decider. As Lonnie is crowned the champion, and we're just waiting to see if we can get any drivers to interview, preferably the champion and the organizer. If we can't, that's absolutely fine. I don't believe we will be. Have you invited Pep?
I invited both of them, but I don't think they'll join.
No.
Well, let's just check the comments, because we had a few more comments come in as I was watching, as I was just trying to do something, so I wasn't paying attention. We've had Jukebox saying congratulations to Lonnie. Yes, I agree with you, Jukebox. Endex says nice one, Lonnie, and the HLB racing team. Somebody else put thumbs up and smiles faces. Well, thank you very much. And then no, thank you. And then Jukebox says no, the thanks go to you guys, and then puts rock, like 4 rock emojis, like emojis with the hands, as you know what I mean, like saying we rock. So I want to actually thank Jukebox as well for giving us the opportunity to actually commentate together, because Jukebox was the one who organised at the start of the season who commentates with who, and helped that out. So I want to thank that for Jukebox as well for that. And just when we need help, he's there to help. So thanks, Jukebox.
Jukebox is very much the guy who sorts everything out in the background, and no one really.
To do with commentators, yeah.
He doesn't take as much credit as he should. He really does a lot of work in the behind the scenes. So many thanks go to him for sorting everything out, because it is bit difficult, but his job is a lot difficult than ours, and he's doing it for absolutely free. So, he's giving up for other people's time. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Jukebox. And I hope everything goes well in the future.
But we're going to end it there, I think.
Unfortunately.
Well, you can end it there if you want to.
Should we end it there?
Yeah, go on then.
Yep.
Before we do actually end it, I am going to ask for your thoughts on the season.
My thoughts on the season?
You're all making me blush, guys. That's just... Yeah, your thoughts on the season then?
Yeah, it's been a really good season. I thought it wasn't going to be too much, but yeah, it's been pretty good. GT5 was a really good start of the season. It really did show us that the season will be good. It's very much driver's skill in this league, which I think is an added bonus. But yeah, I think it's been very good. What were your thoughts, James?
I thought it was an absolutely... I thought the start of it... how do I phrase this in the nicest way possible? I thought the start of this championship, so the first 2 rounds were manic, and everyone was like so quick and like rushing. I think they were rushing the season. I think they were so excited to be in a new championship season. They were just rushing at the start to all like overtake and all crash and like that. And then after like the first 3 rounds, the last round of the GT5s, it got slower, and everyone was like, right, we're now in a championship here. We're not going to be here for just 4 rounds. We're going to try and do better. And they slowed their pace down. They went slowly around the circuits. They went nicer, good or better, and they got better. I'm telling you now, they got better, because the start is like, I always know this, you want to impress right at the start, from the get-go. You want to impress. There's 16 rounds. There's a long way to go. You don't just impress at the start. You go around it all, and you make you really just appreciate your championship better. That's what I say, really. So I really enjoyed it. I think it was amazing. I think the support was great on this championship. I think everyone did an amazing job for racing. Every week in this championship, we got between 16 and 30. It was amazing, and absolutely brilliant championship. And the guy who just joined us in the call right now, Lonnie, well done.
Congratulations, mate, on the championship. It's obviously been quite a difficult one, but you've been absolutely phenomenal in the final leg here, getting 4 wins out of 4. So congratulations to you.
Big thanks for that. I enjoyed it a lot. For me, amazing win.
It really was, and you were just dominant all the whole practice, qualifying, the race. You just looked unstoppable.
Yes. Yeah, everything go right today.
Really,
was on my side,
you did.
But also big thank to you guys for commentators, for the broadcasters. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Gavra racing. I enjoy a lot. Very good racers. Yeah. To race with. Also Donovan, Marcos, David, Boston, yeah, everyone.
I mean, you clinched the Constructors' Championship a few races ago, and today's on driver, so you've got the double there. That's pretty good.
Yes, pretty good. Big thanks.
That's all right. One question I've got to ask: were you concerned today about maybe losing the championship?
Yes, all the day I thought about that. Losing, I have to be at least at the 4th place. For me, Donovan, he can win. I don't want to make some battles, only I want to race for. So all the day I think about that. But training, practice, qualifying, and finally the race, everything go well.
Yeah.
Better.
Well, thank you very much for the entertainment. It was absolutely brilliant.
By the way,
thank you very much.
And by the way, today in the chat from today's stream, you were voted the driver of the season. So well done.
Yes, thank you.
So well done, Lonnie.
The chat from yeah, I understand.
Yeah, the Gavra people have voted. voted
Yes,
you.
yes,
There you go.
absolutely, absolutely. For the people that make this, yeah, all works all together. Very, very good community. I enjoy it.
Brilliant. Always love it as well. Um, but yeah, I think we're all done here now, aren't we, James?
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us
Yep.
again, Lonnie.
Yeah, you're welcome. With
Thank
pleasure.
you very much. Thank you.
And well done. And we can say this, can we? You are the champion.
Yes, of course. Take some champagne, eh? Yes, big thanks, guys.
That's all right.
Up to the next one.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We see in the future another champion.
Yeah, we know. I don't know, but we will see.
We'll see.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway,
Have a
Thank you.
thanks. Have a good evening.
You too.
You
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Well,
Thank you
there
very
you go
much,
then.
everyone, for joining us tonight. It's been a very long season. Thank you very much for joining us throughout the season. I know people have been staying with us through these long times, but yeah, finally over. And well, it's the final goodbye. You got any last few words, James?
Well, I'm just going to say quickly. Hopefully, you could hear Lonnie speaking then, because we could, but I don't know if the stream could. So if you couldn't hear Lonnie, basically, just to give you an insight, if you couldn't hear Lonnie, he basically was very happy to win the championship. Thanked everybody in Gavra for making it possible to be the champion, and yeah, very just down to earth guy and very nice. So. But yeah, amazing championship. Looking forward to next season. Hopefully there'll be one more last little championship on Project Cars 2. If there isn't, Project Cars 3, I'm waiting and excited for that. If I get it, that is. So yeah, all F1, of course.
Yes. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. We hope you have a good evening and a good summer. We don't know next time we'll be speaking to you in the chat. But yeah, just enjoy yourself. The world is a difficult place at the moment, so just enjoy yourself really, as much as possible. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.
Goodbye.